What's before Poison Pen? I ran into Poison Pen a while back. Poison Pen.
How was your experience with him?
He was very. It's interesting how he is. I had on. This is a while back. I'm gonna say 2003. I was at the N1 when they went to Madison Square Garden that year. The professor was on the team and hit that game-winning shot. So I had on, I'm just there. I had on this all-white tracksuit or something, and then I'm looking and saying, oh, there goes Peter Vecsey. He looked at me like, hey, he's like, nice threads there. He's just talking, looking real silly in the face. You know how Peter is, trying to be a little sarcastic on the side. I'm like, this guy, Poison Pen. He tried to diss Dr. J. I remember him going his battles with Dr. J on the air.
And Dr. J shut him down.
Can you go back to what did Dr. J say to Peter Vecsey?
He said, I think Peter Vecsey said, I just gave Dr. J an assist. And he was like, you have never given me an assist. You've never been on a court.
Never been on a court.
Which means, Peter, you never been on a court. You the last dude picked. You and Mikey Lupica.
It's amazing how these guys can be such authorities on something that they never was involved in. And I've run into Peter Vecsey also in the Rucker. He's been at the Rucker a few times. Yeah, he goes to the Rucker.
And I'm gonna let you know right now. My beef with Peter Vecsey stems from his comments about Nick Van Exel's mother years ago, and recently something that happened between him and AI. This is Peter Vecsey's words from Saturday's New York Post about AI and why he called AI a walking contradiction. Sad to say, in actuality, Iverson quit his last 2 pit stops. The same stubborn snag and unbecoming, uncompromising repudiation to accept reservist duty has served to reinforce the popular perception he's a bad guy. I know different, as in completely the opposite. During his 10 years as a 76er, never once wasn't Iverson straight up with me. Never once did he lead me astray, as so many other NBA people are inclined to do. Never once was he remotely disrespectful to my wife and children, who are often around the team on and off the court. Regrettably, I failed to abide by his rigid scruples regarding family. In the summer of 2002, Iverson was indicted on 14 counts of this, that, and other nasty stuff. Breaking and entering, wielding a weapon, throwing his wife into the street naked, etc. A court trial judged him innocent on all charges. Prior to that, I'd authored and attempted, notice his wording, I'd authored an attempted stab at humor at his wife's expense. A month or so later, our paths crossed in Memphis. When I walked into the 76er locker room before the game, I sensed some serious tension. Iverson shouted something derogatory in my direction, and forgetting the unflattering one-liner, you would forget the one-liner about his wife. I went over to find out what was up. Without getting the attention of too many teammates, Eric Snow was nice enough to turn away and lower his head. Of course, Eric Snow ain't showing you no love. Iverson let me know flat out how disappointed he was I'd write something like that about his wife, and reminded me how considerate he's always been of mine.
Right.
You mean to tell me that one lousy line is worth ruining our relationship, AI included? It was a valuable lesson well learned. Too bad Iverson never has had any hangers-on capable of offering him constructive criticism or willing to tell him something he doesn't want to hear. Allen has one speed in life, and on the court, his beliefs are very high and unbending. Someone on his periphery emphasizes. He could be murderous as a sixth man, but he sees the role as nothing but degrading. The same thing that makes him great is the same thing that's killing him right now. His tombstone will read, died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. When you've got the kind of talent Iverson is blessed with, it's easy to fathom where he's coming from. Even at 34, he's consumed with conceit. You can't imagine any defender being able to stop him. All right, Peter. Here's where Max 611, makes his stab at humor. I saw your wife, and I want you to bear with me, brother Ausar. I'm about to play something. This is what I feel after seeing Peter's wife. This is what I think about.
Give me a black goddess sister. I can't resist her. No stringy-haired, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pale-skinned, buttermilk complexion, grafted, recessive, depressive, ironing board backside, straight up and straight down. No frills, no thrills, Miss 6 o'clock. Subject to have the itch. Butanoid, caucasoid, white cave bitch.
That's what I think about your wife, Peter. And I'm going to email this show. That's what I think about you. And that was me being funny. I don't know if it was funny. It might be funny to some. It was quite humorous to me. That was me doing a one-liner.
Peter Vecsey, he's got the humor of a serial killer.
I know.
He really knows how to stick it to someone, and he really knows how to you heard the book How to Make Friends and Influence People, but Peter could come up with the book How to Make Enemies and Distance People. He has a knack. He has an extreme knack for saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, and making a situation uncomfortable. He's a master at that. I watched him. I watched him closely when he was as a commentator. He makes everyone feel uncomfortable, and he has mastered that talent.
He always has the smirk of knowledge. I don't know why.
I don't know why, because what does he know? Who the hell does Peter Vecsey think he is? Someone needs to take him off his little. What is he? The Post? The New York Post? Is that what he writes for? The Post. Peter.
Post.
First of all, Peter, you'd be better off writing for the National Enquirer. You're talking about the Post. That's not a legitimate paper, Peter. Are you kidding me, Peter? That's your claim to fame. You could be a beat writer for the Star, or the Ledger, the Star Ledger, or something like that. Come on, Peter.
Yeah, your humor is best served. You talking about how many kids guys have. Why don't you talk about their skills?
Right, you're a glorified fan of the game. You're a fan of these guys because you're not a ball player. Never have been, never will be. The last time you made a basket was unless you was in pottery class.
And
you never. If you think it's me, challenge Max. Challenge me. You can go to the court today. We can meet at Chelsea Pier. Whatever you want to do. I'm
right here. I'm in New York. I'm right. We come out the West 4th, get a camera crew.
Right.
And I will bust your ass, Peter.
Come on, Peter. You're trash, man. You wasted time talking about people. AI, these people show you love. You're nobody. They made you somebody just by communicating with them.
AI, who I've dogged a little in my show, and not to the extent that you have. I mean, that's the man's wife, and you know the man. If y'all have a 10-year relationship, and he always shows your wife and your family respect, how you gonna go at him like that?
First of all, we criticize AI in terms of basketball stuff. I'm not here to disrespect AI as a man or as a father or as a human being, especially not his wife. When you start dealing with people's wives, you stepped across the line, Holmes. And AI had a right, Peter, to punch you in your face.